So good afternoon, everybody. We are still dealing with refraction, reflection of light. The last class I taught you dispersion of light, or we started dispersion of light. But today I want us to do practical on the refraction, reflection that we are doing. If you want to do refraction, you usually use rectangular prism and triangular prism. But today, I want us to work with Waec specification, Waec specimen. For this year, 35 practical, they have the following requirements for paper 2 or question 2 lines. We have rectangular glass block. We have the drawing sheet, that is your paper, the drawing board. We have the drawing board, we have our 4 optical pins. Our optical pins are here. We are not going to carry them because we do it ourselves. I'm teaching you right now so that you also will have ability to do it ourselves. Drawing pins, we have half meter rule, that is I will pick up meter rule and I will divide it into 2. I will break it into 2. And likewise I will need plane rule. For us to have this type of requirements, there are a lot of questions you can answer. That's the reason why I took my time to pick up a question from our past question. The reference was 2010. We will still write the question later, but because of the classroom at the time, it was 2010. This is the question we are talking about, but I only put the diagram on the board. How can we do experiments? On this particular practical that we mentioned? Now, I want to start, and I will be reading. What makes physics class and other science class very simple is that you will have your manuals that will be instructing you what to do. So as I start, you are provided with a glass block. I'm reading, I will interpret it. So your own is just to listen. You are provided with a glass block, plane mirror, and optical pins. They say place the glass block on a draw sheet and what trace its outline A, B, C, and D. I will come over there to come and do it. I will just carry my pins to it. I will be watching it when I will put it there. Let me carry it there so that I will be able to see. I will need lights and I will need perfect size. We are going to do it. You can be seeing it from wherever you are. I want to work according to the instruction for you to see how we set questions in Waec. Now, anybody with pencil, pencil please. Anybody with pencil? Now, before I can start anything, I need to staple this thing. I need to, so that the thing will not be moving anyhow. Very soon I will call on any student to come and join me doing it. So put your mind there, I can call on you to come and do it. Something about physics practical number 2 that we call light. This is what we call light. We need light. And remember, what we said to Lord will run away from this topic is that because of the diagram and because of the stress. Because of the diagram and because of the stress. What I'm doing, I don't want the students running from this because of stress. Now let's start. I will trace my rectangular block. Let me put it at the center. What I'm doing is what we call tracing. I have drawn the tracing, you can see. Now let me label it the way they label it in the past question and likewise on the board. They say we should call this place A, B, C, and D. Now, moving forward, the next thing is that they said remove the glass block. Let me take it. They said place the glass block on a drawing sheet, trace its outline A, B, C, D, and show the diagram. Remove the glass block and measure what? Measure and record the width of the block. I want to know the width. You know, from your, when you say width, you are talking about the breadth. This is the length of the glass. This is the width that you call the breadth. Let me measure it. That is, for them to ask you to measure it, they need it. So let me measure it. From my measurement, I can see the glass block here is 6.3. 6.3, I will write my width. I can write it somewhere. The width is 6.30 centimeter. 6.30 centimeter. I think I can move forward now. So what's the next thing to be done? The next thing to be done, they said something. They said after what they said, I should draw a normal ON. I should draw a normal ON to DC at a point 1/4 of the length of DC. Let me first of all know the length of this thing. Once I know the length, I will know 1/4. What's the know of 1/4? I should divide it by 4, right? Alright, so this is actually 10 or 10.2. So if I divide it like quarter, it will be like, if it is 10, the quarter of 10 is 2.5. So definitely I will be having something like 2.55. Let me just mark somewhere around 2.5. So here, somewhere around here, I want to draw my normal. Normal means the perpendicular line. That's my normal. I can label it the way they mentioned. They say this place should be A and this place should be O. I continue. So draw a normal ON to DC at a point 1/4 the length of DC. Draw a line making an angle incidence 10 degrees. At this moment I need my protractor. I want to measure 10 so that I can have my angle of incidence. All of us know what we call angle of incidence. The angle of incidence is the angle between the incident ray and normal. Since I need 10, I will measure it. This is 90. 90 to hit will give me 10. So this is my point 10. So this is my point 10. Now let me now measure it out. Let me measure it out. I want to join to the center so that it will give me that incidence, angle of incidence that I need. This is my angle of incidence. That is the 10 I'm talking about. And I will continue. They said replace the block on its outline. Mount. Are you there with me now? They said mount the plane mirror vertically behind the block such that it makes good contact with the face AB. Now let me do what they have said. I should return my glass block. I'm returning it. And likewise, they said I should place a mirror. The purpose of this mirror, we can see that we are doing like two things. Mirror is usually meant for reflection, and the refraction is for this prism. But this time around, we want to do reflection all together. So let's see what they want to achieve there. Now, let me place something at the back. Let me place something at the back. So make sure that my mirror is staying. Now let me continue. Now I have done that. I'm now in number 6 procedure. It says take 2 pins P1 and P2. As you place that will serve as my object. P1 and P2 on MO. That is, this place is M. That is on this line MO. I want to place it right now. It's like my body is strong, but let me see what I can do. I think that one is perfect. Let me place the second one here as well. I think that one is perfect. I've done what he asked us to do. Moving forward, looking through the face CD. Looking through the face CD, stick other pins P3 and P4 such that they appear to be in a straight line with the images of P1 and P2. See through the block. That is, I should be looking for this side now to see if I will see these 2 pins. Let me call them. This is P1. Okay, this is P2. This is P1. Now let me now see. I will bring my tracing pin. So you need to give me space here. Except you want to look for me. Now, what my mission is to make sure that these 2 pins I'm seeing here, it will look like 1. At that moment where it looks like 1, that is that line is where I will achieve the image. Is that clear to you now? All right, let's start something. You are looking through the glass. from my own view, I'm seeing something here. On the video we do his own, I'm doing my own. Let me finish mine, you do yours. I need lights. That's why it's under light experiment. I'm seeing something here. That's the first one. I'm seeing the second one also here. Let me put something here. So with this, I have achieved that. So that this thing will not disappear from my face, I need to do something. And what will I do? That's the next thing. I will need to mark the points. I will mark the points. I will mark the points. Now, since I have marked the point, the next thing is I can remove this now because this they've done their purpose right now. So let me join the point. I can even remove this as well. Please, whenever you are plotting graph in physics, several times you have known that we use long ruler to plot graph. So this is the contact here, like we have it on the board, and likewise we have it here. Now I can label it. Where's my? They say I should call this one P4, and I should call this one P3. So let me draw my normal. Let me draw my normal. I have the normal here again. They say I should call this one N prime. This is O prime. That is to differentiate between the two of them. To differentiate between the two of them. So moving forward again, what are those things they asked me to do according to the instruction? They said, looking through which I have done, they said join P3 and P4 with a straight line. I have done that. They said draw a perpendicular line from the midpoint of OO. Definitely, I need to know, they said in my question D, the distance between these two normals. Let me know the distance between these two normals. The distance between these two normals is 2 points. It's not up to 5. This is 2.2 or 2.3. 2.3. So 2.3 divided by 2. 2.2, half of 2.2 is what? Is 1.1. I get it now. So for me now to have 2.3, what would that be? That is what? 1.15. Am I communicating now? So I need 1.15. You know, from here to here is D. That's my D. We got 2.3 centimeter. I can even write it somewhere here. My D is 2.3 centimeter, and half of it, that is D over 2, that is 1.15. Now let me trace 1.15, and from there that's where we get a midpoint that they want me to have there. 1.15. I think it's around here. I can have it here. So let me now trace it up. Which I have done now, right now. So they now say I should do something, but let's read according to the manual. They say something. Draw a perpendicular line from the midpoint OOAB at Q. At Q. This is my Q. At Q. Draw lines OQ. I should draw lines OQ and the O prime Q. I should join them together. Let me do that. Is it looking alike with the one we have on the board? It's getting closer, right? And I have it. So this place they call it angle theta, which we are going to measure. We are going to measure, and they said measure and record theta. I will do that one on the board. We'll see. But this in the short run, we will need something like this. We have our serial number. This may not contain it. We will need angle I. We will need, somebody is talking there. We will need angle I. Are we there? They say measure by what you need. They will be telling you. They will be giving us values of I. They will be telling you values of I. We need angle I. Our first value of I was that mentioned, that's 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. We need that one. We still continue. So they said draw lines OQ, that we have done. O prime Q we have done. On O1N produce and what? And O1N, which we have done here. Measure and record theta. We need theta. Measured and record theta. That's what we want to do right now. Now, how can we measure our theta here? How can we measure our theta? Don't you see? Somebody speaking. How can we measure our theta? That's the question. You know, this angle, we have interest in this angle. If I position
Let me try to position this thing like this. But for me to position this thing like this, this angle is what I want to find right now. This angle is what I want to find. Definitely this line must be, the beginning line must be on the first leg, so that the second leg will bring the angle. I know somebody's getting my language. My interest is to know this angle. That is the beginning, the first leg of this thing will be here. We are going the distance between this and this. That's what we are measuring. This angle, this is the angle we are measuring. Are you sure it's 10? Let's check. Let's look very well. Let's look at it very well. This is the line. This is the line. Now, which angle is that? Which angle is that?
170.
Which angle is that? Let's see by ourselves very well. Which angle is that? This is the starting from 0 to 10. That is 10, right? 10 to 20. That's 20. But you are considering the lower one, not the upper one. From beginning, you are starting now. You are measuring. This is 0, 10, 20. Is it clear? Is it clear? You are considering the other one, not the upper one. The starting is 0. Your mission is to know this angle. This is the beginning. 0, 10, 20. So we have our first measurement, our theta here to be 20. I can list it out. I will still put it on the board properly. All right, now we have achieved that. Let's now see what again they want us to do. What else do they want us to do? All right, now they said we should repeat this experiment. We should repeat this experiment for what? For the next. Now, one more thing. How will they know that I have used mirror? What is it? How do we know mirror? We must paint. Mirror must be polished at the back. That's how you know, because you can see now mirror must, you can see mirror must be polished. The difference between mirror and glass is that mirror must be polished at one side, so that the other side will not be it won't be transparent. Are you there? This is glass now. This one is transparent. I get my language now. I think with this now we have achieved this now. We have achieved the experiment. We have done the experiment. The next thing is now to present it, which I want to do on the board right now. I believe what I've done right now is clear to us. If it's clear to us, now let's now visit our board. Let me carry my this thing and visit our board. We can go to our various places as we prepare our table right now. We have achieved this. And one more thing again, I need to tell you, anytime you are doing practical and you are using refracting, you are using this thing, you must measure the thickness. Let me measure the thickness of this thing. Let me measure the thickness. The thickness is 1. This one is 1.7 or 1.8 approximately. But let me use 1.8. That is the thickness. The thickness is 1.8 centimeter. Are you there? 1.8 centimeter. I think we have achieved that now. So the next thing is now for me to go to my board. I want to go to my board so that we continue to rest. It can be seen. Move closer to it very well so that it will be seen. All what we have done will be seen clearly. So that is what we have done. Now the next thing is now to interpret what we have just read. Now they said we need D. Hello, somebody is talking. Where is my table of values? Table of values. We have carried out the experiment. The next now is the table of values. If you like, you may create something called serial number SN. For the angle, we said we have angles that we measure. We have a particular theta that we measure. Somebody, hope you are not talking. There is no way you will do this experiment. There will be variation in this D. There will be variation. We got 2.3, right? If we do for another angle, this may increase or decrease. Definitely, we need measurement for D. That one is in centimeter because a ruler. And let me say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first number mentioned in the experiment, we have 10, followed by 20. If you like, you may put on 0. Nobody. If you like, put on 0 there, no problem. If you like, leave it, no problem. We understand. So 30, 40, and then 50. I get my language now. And when we did our theta, what do you get as our theta here? We got 20, right? We got 20. Can I continue? Now, what again did they ask us to find in the question? They told us to find I need E. E is also in degree. So what again do I need? I need M. which is sine E, and finally I named n, which is cos theta over cos theta over 2. Cos theta over 2. So with this now we have achieved this. Let me now give out values so that we complete the table. Let's assume my so let's say my net theta is 22, 25, 28 and 30. So please complete. Okay, for my values of E, you need to measure your E. You know how to measure your E? Okay, let me show you how to measure the E. Let me show you how to measure your E. I will also place my protractor there as the way we have been doing it. I will look for my 90. Don't worry, when you are doing your own, you will see. Just listen. What's my angle? I have it. That is that should be. This is 10. This is 10. This is 15. My E here is 15. My E here is 15. My E is 15. My E is 15. So what again? Like I said, I want to generate values for you. My E is 15. Let me increase it. So my E 15, 24, 26, 28, 32. So over to you now. Complete this table. When you complete this table, then we ask us to plot a graph. Plot a graph of M. We plot a graph of M on the vertical axis, and you plot the graph of N on the what? Horizontal axis. Can you remember the way you plot graph? What's the first thing? You must take bar graph. What's the first thing? When you want to start your graph, what's the first thing? That must be at the edge. Your title. Title is the first thing. You have the title of your graph, followed by scale. Are we there? You tell us maybe 2 centimeters represent whatever, and from there everything on graph must be pencil. Everything on graph must be pencil. I have my M vertical and I have my N at the horizontal. When you plot your graph, you also have to define the slope. You know when you talk about your slope, change in the vertical axis over change the horizontal axis. Change in M over the change in what? N, and so on. So let me stop here for today. Is that clear to us now?